Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another review. This time around, I'm going to be doing a TV season review, I guess you could say. And this time around, I'm going to be reviewing the first complete season of iZombie. So yeah, basically, iZombie season 2 is supposed to premiere on October 6th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, October 6th. And I kind of just realized I haven't really finished all the reviews for iZombie, and just to get out of the way, I rewatched the last 3 episodes of iZombie, which are the last 3 I need to watch. I rewatched the whole show basically. Um, so yeah, and I don't really feel like doing a review for all the last 3 episodes or whatever, so I'm just gonna be doing the whole season review. And this show, so yeah. Now, very quickly, the cast for this show. This show stars Rose McLever, Malcolm Goodwin, Raoul Colley, Robert Buckley, David Anders, Ali Mikaka, Molly Hagan, Nick Percha, Bradley James, Hiro Kanagawa, and Steve Weber. And basically, all the first season contains 13 episodes, and in order they are the pilot episodes of Pilot, Brother, Can You Spare Me a Brain, The Exterminator, Live and Let Clive, Flight of the Living Dead, Virtual Reality Bites, Maternity Live, Dead Air, Patriot Brains, Mr. Berserk, Astro Burger, Dead Rat, Live Rat, Brown Rat, White Rat, and Blaine's Road. So yeah, before I begin though, 10-second spoiler warning as usual for those who have yet to actually watch the whole first complete season 1 of iZombie. For those who have yet to actually do that, stop the video, go check it out, and come back and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning as usual, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those who have yet to actually watch all 13 episodes of season 1 of iZombie, for those who have yet to actually do that and haven't already, stop the video, go check it out, and come back and watch the rest of this video. Actually, I already did that, so yeah. But for those who haven't done that already, don't comment down below or be messaging me that I never give you a fair warning, because as usual, I did. So yeah, basically as usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes of the season, and then the rate. So basically, at the beginning of the season, the pilot episode, you have this girl called Liv, and she's basically a doctor. She's in her early 20s. She's engaged. She has everything to look forward to, and her and her friend basically go to this boat party. And one of the people there, Blaine, which is a main character throughout the season, he starts giving drugs to most of the people at this boat, and those drugs somehow have an effect on the people that turns them into zombies. Liv and Blaine, both of them, because they're both main characters in the show, they're both infected with the zombie virus, and now they are zombies. But unlike most zombie TV shows, like The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, or Z Nation, these zombies are sentient. Basically, they more or less understand the concept of being a zombie, and they are aware, and they more or less know the rules of being a zombie. So yeah, so basically, Liv, she quits her day job at the hospital, and decides to go to a morgue because it's easier there to get brains from the deceased. She doesn't really want to go through the hospital trying to eat brains from the living, so she goes to the deceased at this morgue. Her coworker there, Ravi, he more or less figures out really quickly that she's a zombie. And basically, week to week, you have these two characters plus Clive, who's the main detective. Clive doesn't really know that she's a zombie. He's kind of unaware. I mean, there are times where he's about to find out, but they kind of hide it away from them at a pretty good timing. And basically, those three of them, basically they have an investigation every single episode. You know what's going on. You know, like I guess in a sense it is a police crime drama. In a sense, it's not at the forefront like some other shows like NCI, like Scorpions, NCIS, or any of that stuff. But there is kind of a police drama type of background to it. So I really do like that in a sense. it's interesting to a certain degree, and every week they have to go through this certain investigation. Now the overarching plot of the series is to have the fiance, because she broke up with the fiance because she didn't want to hurt the fiance. So Liv, she breaks up with the fiance. She's trying to, one of the overarching stories in this series is that she's trying to hide away the whole zombie thing away from the fiance, as well as the fact that she has to now deal with Blaine in some of the episodes, and sometimes those worlds kind of collide. They clash, because he like towards the end of the season, he does find out about zombies, and he says he's gonna go kill every single zombie, and obviously that's a problem if his ex fiance is a zombie. So yeah, and it's a pretty interesting episode. At the end of the season, the fiance, I forget his name. I forgot the fiance's name. Um, I forget the fiance's name. Major, that's his name. At the end of the season, Major, he becomes a zombie too. So because he was shot and Liv doesn't want to lose him, so she kind of scratches him here, turning him into a zombie. At the end, he's like, "How do you know if I wanted to become a zombie? Maybe I did want to die." Um, so yeah, I mean, overall, it's a pretty interesting show. I do like how some of the other zombies we witnessed throughout the show, because Blaine, the way he makes money is that he basically gets these really rich or high end customers. He sells brains to these really high end customers. Now where he gets and that's a pretty cool story arc throughout the latter half of the season. He kidnaps teenagers from the skate park, kills them, and then sells their brains to these high end customers, clients. One of them is the head of the department agency where Clive works at. So that also comes up with some conflict right there. So yeah, I mean, overall it's a pretty good show in my opinion. Really good acting, really good writing in my opinion. The conflict is a major part of the point of the show, because there's some people who want there's the zombie aspect of the show, and then there's the, I guess, normal life aspect of the show. And when those 2 points collide and clash towards the latter half of the season, like episode 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, that's where it comes. That's where the tension kind of begins and starts unfolding, and it does make for some pretty interesting drama, and it is pretty cool. There's actually some pretty good action scenes. Surprisingly, I mean, I'm not really. I mean, how do I put this? I didn't really expect this show to have as much action scenes as it did, and the action scenes they did have, it's pretty good. I mean, then again, it's in the CW, it's in the network it's being shown at. It's the CW, so you have the Flash, Arrow. You're about to have the Legends of Tomorrow being shown in there. So yeah, I mean, one question though many people have, since it is on the CW, will it ever cross over with the Flash and Arrow? I think they've confirmed or whatever that this is on a whole separate universe or whatever, or it's not, or at least it's never gonna cross over anytime soon or something like that. But that is a pretty good question. Will it ever cross over to like the Flash and the Arrow? That'd be interesting. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be interesting to have like one of the zombies going to the Lazarus pit and then come back to life. That'd be interesting. Or like have one of the dead characters from like, instead of the Lazarus pit, have them turned into zombies. That'd be interesting. That'd be creepy, but interesting. Overall though, it was a pretty good show for what it was. Pretty good. It's not the best zombie show. I'm not gonna deny that. It's not the best zombie show. I mean, obviously, that's The Walking Dead's title. Right now, I think some of the better zombie shows, I'd go with Walking Dead, Z Nation, and even Fear the Walking Dead. I'd actually have to go with Fear the Walking Dead being better than iZombie. I mean, again, I'm more used to the traditional aspects of zombies. And yes, this is a more non-traditional aspect of it, having zombies kind of integrated with the normal society. Kind of reminded me of the X-Men in a sense, because you have mutants integrated with normal powerless human beings. In a sense, it is like that. Well, not like the X-Men, but you have like zombies integrated with the normal society, non-zombie human beings. I mean, the only difference is that zombies need brains and sometimes kill to get those brains. While the X-Men normally don't kill anybody. I mean, they do kill, but with different circumstances. So yeah, I mean, overall it's a pretty good show, pretty good season. And on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I'd give this one a 7.5 out of 10. Pretty good first season for what it is. So yeah, and season 2 comes out on October 6th, 2015. I'll make sure to review the first episode of that. Um, so yeah, and like the first season, this one's also set to have 13 episodes. Um, and yeah, yeah. The one thing I do find kind of funny about this show um, is the fact that the first season started on March 17th and ended on June 9th, and the second season is starting on October 16th. And the end date we don't know yet, but it's kind of funny how they start the first and second season all within 1 year of each other. I mean, not even, because the first season aired in March, so, and the second is airing in October, so that's March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Yeah, in like 6, 7 months. So I don't know. I find that kind of interesting. But that does worry me a bit. That they may be rushing things. We'll have to see. How rushed it feels, because I do feel like, because normally it takes about a year between the first episode of one season to the first episode of another season. It usually takes about a year. Like, yeah, because I remember last year The Walking Dead aired on October 11th, and this year it's airing on October. I think it's also October 11th. Uh, I think last year was like October 11th or 12th, maybe the 13th. But this year it's October 11th, as opposed to this one, it's March 17th, and then October 6th. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be rushed. Um, Hopefully it turns out second season turns out good, but early predictions, I feel like it's gonna be rushed. Now that I come to think about it, I feel like it's gonna be rushed. I mean, and that was one of the problems with this show. At times it did feel kind of rushed. So yeah, but and when it felt rushed, I'm not saying it really did feel rushed, but there were like, you kind of had that feeling like, oh, that could have been slowed down a bit. But I feel like if they ended, like, here again, they ended the first season on June, and they're starting the second season in October. That's what, June, May, June, July, September. That's not even 2 months. Come to think of it, that's not even 2 months. So that's barely 2 months. Yeah, May, June, June, July, July, September, October, right? No, sorry, July, August, September, October. So that's 3, 4 months. Again, it's like a really short time. I feel like it's gonna be rushed like a fucker. Early predictions. Will it be rushed? I mean, the first season there were parts where it felt rushed, so I wouldn't be surprised if there are parts in the second season where it feels rushed. But I feel, just off the bat, it's gonna be really rushed. Yeah, I think season 2 should air around the same time, but 2016 March 17, 18, 19, 20, whatever, of 2016, not October 6th of 2015. Like, first and second season off in 2015, kind of weird. Yeah, just early predictions, come to think about it. Sorry for going on. Again, 7.5 out of 10 is what I'd give season 1 of iZombie. And that's basically it for now. Out of all the comic book based TV shows we have out there now, with Arrow, The Flash, Walking Dead, Gotham, iZombie, we're about to get Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, we're about to get, what else we have there? I feel like this is gonna be like one of those shows you really don't need to watch. I mean, you could if you like the zombie genre, and if you like DC Comics, and if you like stuff that comes out of the CW, again, like Arrow, The Flash, the 100, I believe they have, and stuff like that. If you like that, stuff out, from the, if you like DC, if you like the CW, if you like that kind of stuff, if you like zombies, do give it a try. But I don't highly recommend it. It's good, but I don't highly recommend it. I mean, I will be reviewing the first episode of season 2, and I probably will be try to do weekly reviews. But again, not highly recommended. The only reason I watch is because it is cheesy. It is entertaining in that aspect. It is kind of cheesy, entertaining. To a certain degree, so, and it is fun. So I mean, they don't really take chances. That's another problem. They really don't take many chances. Like, to make it dark. Like you see the Flash, it turns dark a lot. You see Arrow, that's a really dark show, but then you see iZombie, and out of any show that should be dark with the zombies, it's not really that dark. I mean, you have dark moments, but you don't really have a whole episode where it's all just dark and where you feel like it's all dark and negative, I guess. I mean, there are moments in an episode where it's dark, but again, eh. So again, 7.5 out of 10 is what I'd give iZombie Season 1. And yeah, that's basically it for this review. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. Comment down below on your thoughts on the Season 1. What are your thoughts on it? Comment down below, let me know. Like the video, show on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.